Now don't you kids take anything. I'm watching you.
I don't quite remember when Apu first came into my consciousness, but I remember feeling good about it. Like, we have something. This is a thing, because there was no South Asian representation at all.
Silly customer! You cannot hurt a Twinkie!
Probably around junior high, I started to realize that, like, oh, this is going to be a problem. This ridiculous, over-the-top caricature on the most popular show in America.
The very funny Hari Kondabolu.
Hari Kondabolu is a comedian, writer, filmmaker, and Simpsons fan. But he has one big problem with the show.
Apu, a cartoon character voiced by Hank Azaria, a white guy.
Apu is the beloved clerk behind the counter of the Springfield Quickie Mart. But for Hari, this convenience store owner from India, with 8 children and an arranged marriage, is more than just a stereotype.
He was the only figure that we had as South Asian Americans. It was like Gandhi and Apu, and eventually Gandhi, Apu, terrorists.
How many of you had to deal with being called Apu or that being referenced?
Hari made a documentary about Apu and the problem with how minorities are depicted in popular culture.
Cabby, 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 deli, deli, deli. Doctor.
We brought Hari in to watch some Simpsons. We wanted to know, what makes Apu so offensive, especially on a show that makes fun of everyone?
Let me turn the volume up a little bit. Okay, cool.
Okay, ready?
Yeah.
She is. There she is, the world's first convenience store.
Ah, there we go. There we go.
This is very
Nothing is
convenient.
Must be
sacred.
dumb on everything we do.
God forbid that we're not subservient in India. Okay.
I hope this has been enlightening for you.
But I must.
Thank you. Come again.
But
Thank you. Come again.
And the catchphrase. We're fundamentally defined in this show as part of the service class. Like, all these people work at convenience stores. Yeah, imagine if you get to India and there was like the biggest convenience store there, because they all work in convenience stores. I mean, some of this stuff, I just try to imagine the white writer's room and them saying the joke and then everybody laughing.
was accepted
Or it can
for
be
graduate
snake.
studies.
Yeah, there you go.
United
Snake.
States.
I always get taken out when it's the corny Indian joke. I'm like, oh, that's funny. Oh, that's funny.
No change without purchase.
You know, sometimes the accent buys a laugh. Sometimes a misunderstanding, a mispronunciation. It's always, I am other, and that's why it's funny.
Here, let me wrap this wet towel around your head. Booyah! Stop him!
It's just annoying. It's just annoying. As a joke writer who constantly worries about cliche, I'm offended. And as a Simpsons fan, I'm definitely offended because it's like bad writing.
You have made a very powerless enemy.
When people say there's equal opportunity offense, they ignore the fact there aren't equal opportunities in this country.
Bonjour, you cheese-eating surrender monkeys!
Groundskeeper Willie is often the example that's used. I mean, he is totally an over-the-top, ridiculous caricature. But I think Apu differs from maybe other caricatures because he was the only figure that we had as South Asian Americans.
Oh, this time I've gone too far. No one will fall for the
People always ask, like, where's the line in comedy? And there isn't one. It's about, like, context, delivery, execution, whether the audience will go with you on whatever journey, whether it's believable. And, like, I believe in, like, the intersections of race and class and gender. And I believe that if we're going to make the world better, we have to not step on one group to push another group ahead. That's not going to work. So, yeah, this next one.
Yeah. Are we in India yet? No. 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 Oh wait, now we are.